Hey dolls, thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for having me. My name is Charity and I am your favorite, or Kisa, either way, call me what you want. But I am your favorite tarot reader and I'm so glad that you're here. So I'm happy to see that you're tapped in and I'm so excited to share a good message with you today. Before we get started, do me a favor, go ahead and like, subscribe, and share. Today's reading, we are going to be going over the energy that is surrounding the sign of Virgo for the end of May, as well as the beginning of the whole full month of June. Let's go ahead and get started. All right. So the first thing that comes up regarding your general energy is the forgiveness card. A couple things come up with this. First and foremost, I think the best thing that you need to do as you are assessing and looking into other people is forgiving yourself. You may have had to make decisions that you weren't comfortable with. You may have had to have conversations, or you had to do something that you didn't want to do, right? And some of you had to do it because you weren't aware there were other options. Other of you had to do it because that's what you best understood at the time. And others of you knew better, but you did it anyway. Either way, forgive yourself for whichever direction that was. Also picking up on the energy that you have to forgive someone else, because just like those things apply to you, they also apply to other people. I know sometimes when you're hurt or you're wronged, it's hard to acknowledge that other folks are human, but you really have to understand that that is the truth. Everybody's human and people make mistakes, and that's just what it is. So forgive other people like you want to be forgiven, as well as forgive yourself for decisions that you made. The forgiveness is important, as this is an angel number card, because this is also speaking to an energy that's interrupting something. It's not, here's the thing. This is not saying that if you don't forgive, you're not going to get blessed or nothing like that. But it is saying like forgiveness is becoming a part of the story so that you can grow. Do you want to grow or do you want to stay stuck? Also, forgiveness is very layered. You forgive people for yourself, not for them. Just because you forgive somebody doesn't mean they have to have access. But forgiveness, in my opinion, is about reaching an understanding and making an acknowledgement internally so that you don't do the same thing. I feel like forgiveness strengthens your discernment, because it's like, okay, I can forgive them for that. I can forgive myself for this. But when I start feeling this way, when I start seeing these patterns, I don't do that. I don't cross. Like, forgiveness is an acknowledgement of a boundary, right? Like, this is the threshold of shit I'm going to deal with, and then I'm not going past this or too close to it. So that's the energy that I'm picking up for you. And I feel like forgiveness is on the other side of another awakening for you. And awakening is like such a powerful word, but like, you get it. Like a breakup, you could have went through a really crazy thing with somebody. You don't want to hold on to that. They are trash, okay? Take the trash out. After you take the trash out, do you keep thinking about it? No, you take it out, go ahead. Because more life is continually going to bring you trash. Life is going to continually bring you stress, but you know how to clean up. And I'm not calling you a clean-up person, clean-up man or woman, but I am saying that you have to, forgiveness comes in to acknowledging your capacity. And not, yes, a clean break is a part of that, but also settling out that energy in your spirit. So many people live years, decades, holding on to things that they need to let go of, and it manifests and festers in their body. Don't give anybody the power of your anger. Focus on, or don't even give yourself the weight of guilt. Release this, let it go, but do it for you, okay? In regards to just coming up into your general energy, this makes a lot of sense. So we have the 8 of Coins here, as well as the 6 of Cups. This to me speaks about there being like a need to be perfect, a need to be, a need to be a certain way from someone in your life or someone from the past. So this is kind of like maybe you being too hard on your mother because I don't want to say it like that. I'll say it like this. You might have a tumultuous relationship with your mother because she wanted you to be a certain way. But that's all your mother knew. Like, she thought if you do certain things, then you'll get certain results. That's one thing. You could be a mother doing that to your children now. This also speaks to, you know, maybe there is people in your life from your past, like friends, X, Y, and Z, and you love them, you care for them, you enjoy their company, but they do dangerous things, so you can't really have them in your life. For some of you, this also speaks to just having really good memories of something or someone, but also they was really fucked up and struggling with that. Two things can be true at the same time. Overall, what I get from this is a nostalgia energy. Be it that it's like you're looking at how good things used to be, but also struggling with where they are now. That's okay. And I think that is why this forgiveness card, especially when we're speaking about your general energy, is coming up. It's okay for two things to be true at the same time. It's also you have the right to your feelings and your emotions, but at the same time, don't hold on to things that are no longer in the present. Release, let go, and focus on what's to come and not what occurred, right? In regards to your finances, this is beautiful. See, this is beautiful. I really feel like this forgiveness card came up, like this general energy is speaking to, like I said, it's not necessarily like you're not going to get nothing because you're shining. You feel very confident, but it's just in the way of you being able to enjoy it, I feel like. The sun speaks to being happy, just like really being self-assured and aware and confident in what it is that you're doing. I feel like your finances this summer will definitely see an increase. I feel like people are going to enjoy you. There'll be opportunities they're bringing out to you. And I feel like you will not be in a shrinking season or hiding season. I feel like you'll confidently be outside, expressive, and interested in what is coming your way. I also feel like this speaks to knowing that you have all the resources to do the thing. So be like right now, you might like, you know what, I don't really like my job anymore. I'm ready to transition. As you're preparing, you're confident in, well, if you put your mind to it, you'll be successful. And that's true. You will be successful whatever you put your mind to. Continue to pair your confidence with your goals. I'd say this will also be a good time, especially as we're still under this new moon of Gemini energy, a good time to like map out what direction you want to go, what you want to do. This is great for manifesting. This is great for setting plans and action. I think this summer is going to be really amazing for you because it's like you done woke up. And I also see if there's an idea that you're considering for income, go ahead and do that thing. It will be successful. Okay. This is giving promotion, new job, new money coming in. So congrats to you. All right. And let's go ahead and look at what they are saying about love. This is interesting. So for love, we got the 3 of coins. We also have the Ace of coins. What I love about these cards right here are they are both in the upright position. This is also speaking about stability. So for some of you, if you're in a partnership, things are going to go to the next level. Things are actually going very, very well. I feel like you guys are, for some of you, your relationships are building. Your relationship is building. You guys are growing together opposed to apart, and things are aligning in the way that you want them to. I think another important part to speak about with this is that you have to remember, both of you have to remember that you're a team, and one person has different skills than the other, and that's something that needs to be amplified and expressed opposed to kind of like expecting yourself out of your partner. I think this is just reminding you to just be aware of who they are and where they shine so that you both can be in better alignment with each other. That's what I'm getting from that. As far as the Ace of Pentacles, I feel like there's going to be kind of like an emergence of a new, how can I say this? maybe you guys are discussing moving in together. Maybe you guys are discussing, some of you kind of going into being exclusive. That's the energy I'm picking up as well. I'm picking up on some of you are considering different things in your relationships, where it's like maybe move in together, maybe have a baby, maybe get married. That's the energy I'm getting. But also I see that you guys are thinking about this with this collective energy. I feel like you're thinking about this next steps to do that, right? If you already live together, you might be thinking about, okay, let's move out of state. For some of you, I feel like you might be adopting a child or taking care of a child or bringing like a child in your home or a pet. But this is speaking to you guys are definitely growing and glowing together, which is a beautiful thing. But also, I just want to say, be mindful of each other's strengths and weaknesses. Do assessment of what needs to happen to make things come together. The beautiful thing about love, I would say, as a lover girl, is definitely space for delusion, but also there is space for structure. You can talk about what your plans are and do a real inventory of how to get there without it killing the vibe. If anything, that makes it sexier as you see how you guys work together and create something. I also feel like there might have been something in the past, like now you guys are working together because you were having issues. For some of you, you were having issues, so now you're working together. But I do want to say, especially with this forgiveness energy being overall, like the overarching thing, make sure that both of you are being open to letting go of what occurred before, so that you can truly enjoy the benefit of what's in front of you now. Don't work against yourself. Don't say like, yeah, I'm cool, I let that go, and then you still bringing it up. Let that be, because right now you're working towards some beautiful things, some beautiful growth. So let that go, okay? And your warnings. Woo. We got the Knight of Blades and the Page of Wands. See, the funny thing about the cards is I say something and it makes me say it. I'm like, okay. And then the next card pulls and I'm like, oh, I see why you said that. We have the Knight of Blades in reverse. And then we also have the Page of Wands here. This is interesting energy for me, especially because it's regarding your, like the general things you need to be mindful of. I will say with the Knight of Swords, this is speaking to being like very opinionated. You might either be dealing with someone who just gotta always be yapping about how they feel or what they think without being mindful of how other people are being impacted, or you might be doing that. I'm also picking up on an energy where there's a lot of like just talking out the side of your neck per se, and you have to be careful. Like you have to be careful of doing that to other people, but also when people do that to you, you need to remove yourself from the situation gently. This also gives me a lot of negative self-talk. You're very confident and you're very ready to go forward with things, but you keep looking at the past. So you kind of talk yourself out of things and opportunities. And I just feel like because it's hard for people to take you, for some of you, because it's hard for people to take you, you just kind of like give them too much, too fast, too quick. And if it's not reciprocated or received well, then you kind of have like an issue with it. And that's something that you need to not do, because you need to reconcile within yourself. This also speaks to just kind of like making up the decision about things in your mind without actually looking into whether or not like that's the true thing. Like you just coming up with your own conclusion. This just Knight of Wands in reverse in reality is just like talking too much, doing too much, moving too much, or feeling hurt because it's not being received, or somebody doing that to you and you taking it on and it's giving a toll on your mental and you not acknowledging that, right? So take care of that. Really take care of your mental health. May is Mental Health Month, but as we go into the summer, there's so many different things that come up as far as how you see your body or how your finances are. You on a vacation, this, and that. You are exactly where you need to do. Continue in that grace, continue in that confidence, but at the same time, don't take nothing that you don't need. All right. If you don't need nobody disrespecting you, you don't need nobody causing you drama, stress. You don't need to feel no kind of way about nothing. All right. Keep your mental strong. Page of Wands also speaks to there are new opportunities that are coming your way. Startup projects. I feel like you're gonna get some news, so that's something to like be aware of. But also with this night of here's the thing. What I'm getting in general, as new things come to you, vet it. Apply your discernment. Make sure that it aligns with what you want to do outside of just being excited about the opportunity. That's what I'm getting for some of you. For others of you, I'm getting that there are things that you might want to look into, explore, like investigate. Don't talk yourself out of doing that because of some like negative self-worth things that come up, as well as this is a really good season for you to utilize that confidence and be expressed and inspired, but go forward with that. Do the things. Like this card right here is speaking about two things: going forward brazenly, but also being cautious. It's like you can do different things, you can express yourself, you can like look into stuff, but like don't jump off. Like you can jump off the porch, but don't jump off the roof is basically what this is giving. It's like it's time for you. You got the confidence, but like don't get arrogant and just do the thing because you think you know. Really look into stuff. I feel like this is just speaking to you. You're gonna have a successful summer, but I also want you to apply some discernment and some common sense as well. And don't what you got to do is find that bottom line. Like it's like you get depressed, so it stops you from doing stuff, or you get too confident and you don't look at the fine print. So you got to kind of find a balance between the two of those. Again, forgiveness comes up. I feel like that also the energy I just spoke with, that might have been something that you used to do, you no longer do. But either way, with symbiosis coming up here, this is speaking to alignment. You have to choose things that are for you and not for other people. You have to choose mindsets, environments, diets, all that stuff that is for you and not for other people. A lot of what you do is of service, but this is talking about being of service to yourself so that you're in alignment with everything else around you that you care about. I think you're going to have a great summer, but I also think you need to get out of your way and be who you be who you say you are behind closed doors. Being that it's not just about being confident, it's also about making decisions and actions that align with that energy. Okay? Virgo, this was very powerful. I'll see y'all in the next one.